Hello, everybody. It is April, and one of my favorite things in the entire world, cherry blossoms. I just love them. I feel like my bucket list, I definitely have a trip to Japan because I think that's like where the world-renowned cherry blossoms are, right? We've got a great update for you. We're going to be talking about the market a little bit today, as well as some cool upcoming events. Spring has sprung, Ashley. What about the market? Has the spring market sprung?
Yeah. Spring has sprung. If you're like me and you have allergies, it's tough times, but the cherry blossoms are beautiful. Um, yeah, the spring market. So, you know, we are having the strongest start on our team to the year that we've had in the last 5 years, which is great. So that's a positive indicator that there's some motivation from buyers in the market. But we also have to keep in mind that we had a couple slow starts in past years. So we have to take that with a grain of salt. Year over year, we're not expecting dramatic improvement from last year. Brendan Ogmanson, the chief economist of the BCREA, said, hey, maybe we'll get 1 to 2% improvement later this year. And, he's usually right. So hopefully that'll happen. But we do find that buyers are ready to pull the trigger. So that's good. So reported sales for single family homes in March was up 18% from March of last year. Again, we have to take it with a grain of salt. March last year was pretty quiet, but nonetheless, it just feels like buyers are a little more willing to write the offer. Sellers are a little more willing to negotiate, and we're seeing deals come together, which is positive.
Yeah, very cool. And now, in a lower volume market, it's kind of hit and miss sometimes. But Julian, you and I were talking earlier about some of the categories that are actually quite active right now. What would you say those are?
Yeah, there's a few categories of the market that are even quite competitive, I will say. And the biggest one is ranchers that have been renovated or newer under 800,000. So ranchers on the island are always pretty desirable, but this year, more than most, we're seeing them go pretty quick. And the biggest thing I think is buyers, once they spend the money on the home, don't want to do a renovation. The cost of construction's gone up so much. So whether it's a rancher or a two-story single family home, the under eight, $900,000 single family home that doesn't need work have been going fairly quick.
Hmm. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Now you said there was a couple others as well.
Yeah, homes with suites, that's always a popular category, but you bump that price up a little bit. So homes with suites under 1.1 if they're newer, renovated older ones under a million, that's another category that seems to be very desirable from talking to agents around the office and seeing how quick they sell. And then really certain areas. So I noticed in the news Parksville, there's a lack of supply right now, so that's been going quick. Yeah, it's an interesting market because there's a lot of volume transacting in those mid price points and slower in the upper price points, and then anything that needs a lot of work has been pretty slow as well.
Yeah, I think you'd said earlier too, like even just your single family home without a suite, if it's clean and tidy and up to about 850, I think is what we are talking about earlier, if I have that right. So there's definitely some parts of the market that if you fit in that category and you're thinking about jumping into the spring market, it could be very beneficial for you.
Yeah, definitely some buyers out there for sure.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, Julian. Well, Jory, fun stuff coming down the pipe. What's
Yeah,
what are
it kind of seems like April and Nanaimo kind of go hand in hand with more events. So we were taking a look at Nanaimo News Now this morning, and I saw a couple events that I thought are really cool. So first one that I wanted to highlight is going to be April 11th. It's called the Repair Cafe, and this is where volunteers ranging from electricians, tailors, mechanics, other general repairs come and they volunteer their time and their tools to help people fix their items for free. So if you have things like broken lamps, toasters, laptops, chairs, there may be somebody that is there to help you out for free. The next one that I wanted to talk about is the next weekend, April 18th, and that is called Innovate Market Day. So that's set in Nanaimo North Town Center. This one I think is really cool, really cute. It's for kids from 12 to 18 to highlight and market their businesses and sell their products. So it's really good opportunity for younger kids to get out and learn some business.
Cute.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I was talking to the team earlier about my daughter's new business. She's 12, and check these bad boys out. She buffed my nails, trimmed them up, got them really good. I thought, hey, that's not a bad little business. And you know what? It's gonna look good when we're out there working with people. Anyway, we hope you guys have a great month, and we will see you again next month. We'll talk to you soon.